FlossTube. Happy New Year 2025. It is mid-January. I think it's the 17th today. I believe it's the 17th, give or take. And I'm sitting in my car getting ready to do some stitching. It's a Friday afternoon, and you can see by the clouds that there is a storm looming, I guess. Oh, maybe not a storm, but an Arctic blast is getting ready to hit here in Colorado this weekend. So we're going to be doing a lot of staying indoors. Okay, enough of the weather report. My name is Christine. Welcome to my channel. And if you are new, I'm happy to have you here. I'm happy to have you here, even if you're not new. And yeah, let's start talking about the stitching. This is already my second time recording this, and I was all blah, blah, blah the first time. So here we go. Let's do this again. Okay, what am I going to be up to this month? So if you are new, I usually do a compilation of clips, usually starting at the beginning of the month, and kind of make plans and then show you at the end of the month kind of what I've done, and then I upload it. But I'm getting a late start this month, so we're still going to talk about what I plan on doing and what I have been doing so far in January. So my stitchy friend, Lisa, her handle is @thefelt_fairy, and so go give her a follow on Instagram because she does not have a YouTube channel. She had this idea, and she just invited me along to join her, and then we just decided to make it public in case anybody else wanted to, because it's a sort of a niche or niche, however you like to say that word, combining two of our favorite hobbies, which is cross-stitching and felt applique. So I have uploaded a small video, I think in December, just kind of explaining the stitch along. But the premises is to get because we also love winter and Christmas and Halloween and those. So we decided that you can pick a Mill Hill kit that's either fall or Halloween related, and then a felt applique kit of any of your choice that's either winter or Christmas related. And the idea is to have the Halloween cross stitch done by the 1st of October and the winter/Christmas one done by the beginning of December, so that you'll have something nice to display. So her and I chose for our Halloween project to be this Happy Halloween Mill Hill kit. So on January 1st, I did get a small, very small start. Let me get my project bag here. I got a very small start on this. This is a little bit of the letter H up there. So not too much, but I did get a start on it. I think I even got less than this on January 1st, and then I worked on it one other day, so I've completed one length of floss so far on this, and that's all I've done. But I have until October to get it done. So I put it aside because I then wanted to get a little start on my felt applique kit. So let me grab that and show you. Okay, so the felt kit that Lisa and I are doing is this. It's a kit called, it's part of the Mantle series. They have had several different releases of different houses. This one happens to be the Gingerbread Village, and this is by Merry Stockings. They are a felt applique maker as well as they sell a lot of felt applique kits too from Busilla. So this is what it looks like. So it's got this whole gingerbread village here, and I have another kit by them, another one of the Mantle series that I haven't started yet, but this one is definitely one calling to me more than the other one because I just love gingerbread houses. So I decided to start with the very smallest one right there, the little Christmas tree and snowman. Because because I was starting that other project on January 1st, I kind of wanted to get started on something a little smaller, because I also have some projects I'm carrying over from December, which I will share in a minute as well. So I got started on that. Oh, and I should say that normally on my channel, I like to keep the felt kits in sort of a separate playlist to just keep it separate for those that aren't interested. But because I'm working on both of these, and I'll be working on this throughout the year, I'm just going to sneak this, the progress of this felt applique kit in with my other just regular FlossTube for just ease, just the ease of editing and keeping track of it. So this will not be a separate video, but I will upload some other separate videos on my FeltTube. So if that interests you, be sure to go watch that playlist as well. Okay, so let me show you what I got done on that. Okay, and here is the little guy all finished up. I was a little intimidated on how they stand up by these little dowels that come with the kit, and that's how you make these little stand-ups. And I was a little intimidated as to how to make those work, but they're super easy. You just sew a pocket onto the back side of this, and then the little dowel with its stand just slides right in there, and you leave the bottom open a little bit there so that when you turn it around to the front and it's sitting down, you don't see the dowel. It's kind of tucked underneath the felt there. But it's so adorable. Now, I just put a very low loft batting in this quilt batting, so it's not real puffy, just enough, I think, to give it a little bit of dimension. Super cute. My satin stitching cheeks leave a little bit to be desired there, but yeah, I'm still working on that. And what else to say? Lots of sequins. In general, I think the Mary Stockings kits don't have quite as many sequins as the Bucilla kits, but just enough to, this particular one has a lot just because of the ornaments on the tree. But in general, I think that the whole kit doesn't have as many. They're more embroidery heavy than they are sequin heavy. So that is it. Piece number 1 is completed, and I don't think there was anything else to note about that. Went together pretty good. So I have started the second one. I believe I chose the toy shop. Which one is that? This one right here. I started that. I cut out a lot of the pieces and have started doing some of the embroidery. I'll just show you that in another video because I'm in my car now and I kind of need to set that out on a table to show you. But yes, that is the one I am doing second. Okay, now let's talk about some of the projects that I have carrying over from December that I'm still planning on working on. Alrighty, it is the first one is this Dimensions kit right here. By the designer is Debbie Mum, and it's a mini banner. And this is the winter one. And there are 4 in the series. I've done the fall. And now I'm working on the winter. I started this in December. And I showed that progress in my last video. And I have not touched it since. So this is where my starting point is for January. So I'm hoping to get a little bit more of that done. But the project that's been calling to me most of all is the one carried over from that I also carried over from December, and I will grab that now and show you. Okay, so it is this one right here by the Gold Collection, and it is called Christmas Village Ornaments, a very popular one, and many people have told me after seeing mine in my last video how many people have this in their stash. So yeah, it's one of those, I think everybody has this in their collection. If you're a Dimensions collector, you probably have this one. I decided to start with this one right here, because I just think it's so cute. It's got the dog and the lantern. I loved. Now, I have been working on this so far this month, and I forgot to do a clip to show you where I'm at. So I'm going to post a picture from last month's video where I ended up with, and then I'll show you where I'm at. So you'll see, if you want to look right now, I'll go ahead and post that picture here. Okay, so here is where I am right now as of the 17th of January. I'm really enjoying this one, and so I will continue to work on it. I'd like to get it done, definitely by the end of the month. I have just about 10 more stitches to do here, and then it starts going down the bottom triangle there. So I would say I'm more than halfway done now. And I'll just wait and backstitch it all when I'm done. I don't usually like to wait for that with the big ones, but because this one's so small, there's no point in stopping and doing it as I go. So you can see that these dimension kits have a lot of dimension because you use, lots of different. Sometimes you use 4 strands of floss, sometimes you use 2 strands, sometimes 1, sometimes you do a full cross, sometimes you do half cross. So you get a lot of dimension to them, hence the name, I guess. I have some threads preloaded right over here for this tree. So I think right now that's what I'm going to do is finish all those up, and that should complete the tree right there. Then I think I will move over into the house and work on that. That's a little puppy dog right there. So you're going to have the people, the lantern. So I'll just work my way down, and I will give you an update when I have something to show. I have made a few mistakes on this one, but I think I've sort of adjusted them enough so that you won't notice. Okay, bye for now. I will check in when I have some progress to show. Stay warm out there, or stay cool if you're in the southern hemisphere, and then yeah, you're probably thinking that an Arctic blast sounds kind of nice right now, but I would trade you. Okay, bye for now. Oh, I'm back because last month, when I showed the unboxing of this, I talked about how I like to organize my floss on these organizers that they provide. So normally they come out that end and you pull them off, and then they're real long, which, you know, it works just fine. But I like to cut them off and then poke holes in the other side. This is not my idea. It's just been floating around out there. I've heard of several people saying that they do this, and I think it's a great idea because then your floss strands are a little bit shorter and they stay a little bit less unruly. So yeah, I like that method. So I was going to show that. And then I'm going to show you too what I do with the chart. Hold on. Okay, so I took the piece of cardboard that comes in the kit, and then I cut apart all of the different keys that show you what types of stitches to do, and I just kind of taped them on there so that they are on one side of this cardboard, and then with this little clippy, I have the chart. So let me turn it over and cover because I don't want to show that. Okay, let's cover that. Okay, so then what I do is I have so you can't really see the full chart there. But anyway, I have the chart on that side that I highlight as I go. And then, yeah, so I got that little piece. I can just flip it back and forth and, you know, you can see the chart on one side and then back to the key on the other side. And I like it. Especially when I'm going to be working on something for a while, like these Dimensions Gold kits, you know. So after a while, handling the chart can sort of make it hard to read. I usually make a working copy. Actually, yes, I forgot about that. I usually make a copy of the chart, and my copier isn't working right now, so I had to use the actual chart itself. So I need to make sure that I take care of it to last the length of this, because I'll probably complete, you know, I have these little threads here for the other 6, so that marks the middle of that one, and I'm probably going to have to finish doing all of them because of the way I have this. I attached some fabric around the edge to be able to put it in the hoop or the, you know, Q-snap a little bit better because they don't give you a big margin. And if I were to cut this one out and finish it, it's going to make it hard to obviously work on the other ones. So I think I'm in for having to complete all 6 of these before I finish them. And I have been brewing in my head maybe a different type of finish to do from what they show. I'm thinking possibly maybe doing some stand-ups or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I've got plenty of time to think about it. Good morning. It is 4 days later from that last clip, and we did have our Arctic freeze come through, so we were all stuck indoors for about 4 days, and I got a lot of stitching done. I finished all of the cross stitches on my project, and I did start doing some back stitching on the lamps, the lights on the lamppost there, when I realized I wanted to show you a before and after. So ignoring those few little bits of back stitching that I did, through the magic of video, we shall see what it looks like before back stitching and after. All right, there we go. I have it all done and back stitched. Okay, the back stitching went semi-okay. Some things to note. So do you remember in an earlier clip how I said, oh, this design is so small, I could just wait until the end to backstitch it? Well, in hindsight, I think that was still a mistake. So when I do the next one, I'm going to backstitch as I go because it's a lot. It's a lot of backstitching. And the problem when you wait to the end is it's kind of hard to really keep track of, you know, what you've backstitched and what you haven't, you know, on some of the areas. Another tip is I took a picture of the pattern with my phone before I got it all marked up with the highlighter, which I'm really glad I did because there were so many more backstitches that I wouldn't see because of my highlighter. So it was really nice to be able to have my phone and be able to really zoom in. So the people were actually my favorite thing to backstitch because they just came to life. I mean, it's just amazing to me how detailed they get with really very few colors of cross stitching, and I kept thinking, oh, those back stitches they're just going to be, there's too many of them, it's going to look cluttered, but you could just see it just really brought them to life. So that was going okay. Where it got tricky was this roof right here. I can tell you that I probably didn't get all of the back stitches that are required in that roof, because a lot of them I just couldn't see. I couldn't see after I did them if I had done them already. So, you know, it is what it is. Then I got over to this tree, same thing. I kept losing my place, and I think I just kind of winged it after a while and did my own branches. So, yep, then it's got some French knots. Oh yeah, these bows were kind of a pain a little bit to backstitch as well. But then it's got some little red French knots there, and then the white French knots up here, which at first glance I thought that was snow, but afterwards I realized those are stars in the sky. Oh, and there's some French knots over in the tree right over there as well. So yes, that's it, and I just love how it came to life with the back stitching. And I'm so pleased with it that I went right on and started design number 2. Sorry about the dog hair once again, everywhere in my life. Yes, I started this one right here, and it's going to be, I think I mentioned I was going to do Noelle's Bakery. So that one right there. And I didn't start with the sky, I just started with some of the brown right there. So, yep, I shall continue on with that, and I will check in. I think that's all I've worked on since we last spoke, so nothing else to show. All right, I'll check in a bit and show you what I get done with this. Oh, I didn't say the date. Today is the Monday, January 27th already. Wow, so I guess there's only a few days left in the month, so I don't expect to get too much more on this, maybe 1 or 2 other colors, and that will probably be it for the month. Okay, bye for now. Okay, here we are at the end of January already. Wow, that was a really quick month. What you're looking at here is a project that I've been working on that I completely forgot to show you because I've just kind of been working on it in the background. I started this maybe in November, and I got to the point where it had all of these white not back stitches, all of these white cross stitches to do in the background here, and I've slowly been chipping away at them, and all I have left is this little section right here, and then I can finally do the beading. So I'm really excited to finally get this done. I don't know, what does it look like? Maybe 4 or 5 more lengths of floss maybe there? Well, maybe not that much. We'll see. I'm going to try to finish this today. And that is probably the main reason why I haven't worked on my other Mill Hill kit that I started on January 1st, which was this one. And if you remember, I had just a small start on that. And this is all I have done this month, is just a little bit of orange in the H. And I think it's just because I've been, whenever I do work on a Mill Hill, I've been working on the chickadee one to try to get that one finished up, because it's, yeah, like I said, I just have to do the beading and then it'll be done. And then this will be my main Mill Hill focus until I get it done. Let's see, what else then have I done? I'll give you an update on this right here. Since the last time we met, this is what I have gotten done, is a little bit of the sign, and it's kind of weird lighting here. It's a very overcast day, so I guess you can kind of see it there. Yes, it says Noelle's Bakery, and I got a little bit of the chocolate chip cookie over there, and started working a little bit on the tree on this side here. And I think what I'm going to do is just kind of color complete the small, like there's just some colors in here that just don't require very many stitches. And also I'm going to do, I kind of forgot to do this, but I like to do the lightest colors before I do the darkest colors, because it can sometimes, the light colors can pick up some of the fibers from the darker colors next to them, and it can kind of discolor them a little bit. Like if you do white or a light yellow next to a brown or a red or something like that, it'll pick up some of the color. So I will probably do the lightest colors next on this. But that does bring us to the end of the month and my plans for February. I'm really struggling with my plans for February because what I had intended on doing is now maybe going to change. I've really been feeling the need to focus on one project, and so I was going to find one of my older Dimensions kits and just work on, one that I started a while ago, and the one that's calling to me the most is Mare and Foal, because I did start that, let me see, was it probably 2 years ago in February, and I thought maybe I would work on that in February, but I'm kind of still really feeling like working on this. And that would mean that I would just kind of continue working on what I was working on in January, which is the chickadee, the Halloween Mill Hill, working on this, and oh yes, and you remember that I was going to work on my Santa, which I didn't even bring that over because I have not even touched it, so it looks the same as it looked at the end of December. So I'm kind of waffling as to what to do in February. So, but I'll talk about that in my February vlog, which I may record right after I'm done recording this because I need to get this edited and uploaded. And as far as the felt project goes, I have not done any more with that either. I know I was going to show you the pieces I had cut. I mean, actually, maybe I will. Let me go grab that. Okay, so I told you I was working on the toy shop, so I just found all of the pieces and I haven't cut them out yet, but I did sort of just find all the pieces that belong to the toy shop and put them all in a bag so that when I work on it, I just know that these are the pieces I'm going to work from. And the only thing I've done, it looks like, are these two pieces right here, which is the candy and part of the window. So I didn't do as much as I thought I did. But just actually grabbing this makes me want to work on it right now. So maybe I'll do that. Okay, so yes, that's it. That is all I have for January. And I guess we'll just have to see what I do in February when that happens. And I guess that's it. So this was probably a pretty short video. I really got to get back on track. I'm kind of floundering. I'm kind of floundering right now with my crafts and just everything in life right now. So, but some days, some months are like that. I really think it's the cold weather. I am just really excited for longer days, warmer weather, more time outside. And I think then I just kind of become a little bit more creative when that happens. All right, I hope that you are all doing well. Thank you so much for visiting with me today. And as always, I love to hear what you're working on, or if you're working on the same thing as me, or if you are working on something different. I just love to know. So be sure to follow me over at Instagram, which I'm actually very behind on posting. I think I have not posted any of these projects that I'm working on. I have not even posted. So, yeah, I got to get on there and update that. Okay, that is all for now. I will see you at the end of February, and I hope that you enjoy all of your creative time. Bye for now.